What is good, guys? We are back in the garage, and today we are working on the Evo. We are going to be replacing the fuel pump relay 3 that is located in the engine bay by the firewall to see if it fixes our leaning out issue when the car gets up to temp. We got our new fuel pump relay over here, so we're just going to do a swap-a-rooski and see if that fixes our issue. So this is fuel pump relay number 3 located by the firewall. So we're gonna get that one screw out over here, I believe it's a 10 mil, and get that thing out. I already unplugged the negative terminal, so now we can get to work. Alright, I loosened up this fuel pressure regulator so I can get it out of the way a little bit to give me some more room. And I took the screw out for the fuel pump relay 3 and now it's loose, so now I'm gonna replace it. Alright, I got the relay out. Time to put the new one back in there. Alright, the new fuel pump relay is on there nice and tight, and I tightened the fuel pressure regulator back on there. So now I'm going to start the car, let it warm up, and see if it fixes the leaning out issue. Here she goes. Alright, the car's been running for a couple of minutes now, and it starts right up now. I used to have an issue where the car just wouldn't start and I'd have to give it a bunch of gas to get it to go, and that's probably because of that leaky injector. But now it starts really nice. It starts right up and it's idling pretty good. I replaced the relay. I'm gonna wait for it to get up to temp here. Tony's not here with me today, so I'm kind of sketched out about taking it out because I don't really want to get stuck and have to push the car by myself. So I'm not too sure if I'm gonna take it for a spin right now or not, but I'm gonna wait for the oil temp to get up to temp and go from there. It's gonna take a little bit from it just idling, but it's over 100 now. You guys can see that it's at 106, 107 right now. All right, guys, the car is up to temp. It's been running for about 15 minutes. It's at 186 degrees Fahrenheit oil temp. So far, so good. The car has not died. So fingers crossed, hopefully it stays that way. I'm gonna do a cruise just a little bit farther out, and I'm gonna wait for Tony tomorrow to do a longer cruise just in case something happens, because I can't push this thing by myself. All right, the car is all the way up to 190 degrees Fahrenheit oil temp, and it has not died, so good sign. I think our issue is finally fixed. The car has not died. Alright, the car is almost at 200 degrees Fahrenheit oil temp. I took it for a cruise around the block, and the car has not died yet. I officially think the issue is fixed, and the fuel pump relay number 3 in the engine bay by the firewall was the issue. The car has not died yet. It is confirmed. Still running. Alright, the car's been running at 196 degrees Fahrenheit oil temp for quite a bit now. Took it for some spins around the block, and the car isn't dying. If anything, I'm worried about the idle just a little bit. It's like ranging between like 14.9 to like 16. I might be just tweaking out, but it may be just because of these cams, because with big ass cams like this with 280 S3 cams, it creates less vacuum, so it's gonna jump around a tad. So I think that's pretty normal. Maybe when I have some time, I'm just gonna do a proper flush of the fuel system, actually take out the fuel rail and clean it out. What is good, guys? We are back in the Evo today with Tony, and we're gonna go on the cruise, test out the car. As you guys saw yesterday, it was running fine. It never died. I had it idling for about a half hour. It got up to temp, almost 200 degrees Fahrenheit oil temp. So we're gonna do a longer cruise today. I got Tony with me, and we're gonna make sure everything is good.
Just in case we need to push.
Hopefully, if we're
we
too
should be
far,
good.
Yeah, if we're too far out, we're probably gonna have to tow. But
yeah,
fingers crossed, because everything is good. So
for sure,
let's go.
Let's go.
We've been cruising for like 10 minutes now. We're up to operating temperature, and so far so good. The car is not dying. So I think we're good to go here. I think the car is fixed. We're gonna cruise over to a nice area and get some flybys. Let's go. Feels a little sluggish, you know? Me and Tony have been driving around for a good half hour, did some drive-bys, and I've had my eyes on the air-fuel ratio gauge this whole time. I wasn't even paying attention to the boost, and I'm even like talking to Tony. I'm like, bro, it kind of doesn't feel as quick. And Tony's like, it kind of feels pretty good. Like, it feels good from here. And finally, I decide to look at the boost gauge. Now we're only hitting 23 pounds. It's supposed to hit 32. So another issue has arose officially on the Evo. Hopefully a quick one. We're going to see if we can diagnose this real quick, but it's not hitting full boost. I'm going to reflash the map and see if that changes anything. I'm going to reflash the car. This is on a stock ECU, so all I got to do is hit the gas. And slow flash is 93. Fast flash is 85. So now it's fast flashing. Okay. It's like,
Yeah, it's kind of
hesitating and well. All right, we're gonna see if it hits full boost. That was better. It hit more there. All right, guys, we're back at the crib, and I reflashed the map and did a pull, and it definitely hit more boost, because before the reflash, it was only hitting like 23 pounds and it would not go higher. And I reflashed the map and it hit almost 30 pounds like it usually does in seconds. So that was good. But now we're back at the crib, and I'm just gonna swap out the spark plugs when the engine cools off here. Because of the lean issue, it's been running lean for a little bit. We've been dealing with it, even though these are literally fresh plugs in here. But leaning out like that could foul the plugs quick. So I'm gonna swap out the plugs here soon and go from there. It'll probably run better. What is good, guys? It is the next day. We got the Evo in the garage, and we're about to take out the spark plugs and see what kind of shape they're in after fixing the fueling issues on the car. Let's go. All right, we got two sets of spark plugs over here. The ones on the left are BR8s 5422 with a non-projected tip, and the ones on the right are BR8s 3923 with a projected tip. The ones on the left with the non-projected tip are essentially better for drag racing or heavy track use, and the ones on the right with the projected tip are better for the street or daily driving. The projected tip of the 3923s initiates the spark closer to the center of the combustion chamber, which essentially yields a more efficient burn, gives you better gas mileage, and gives you a smoother idle during everyday street driving. But under heavy track conditions or extremely high cylinder pressures, the projected tip can act as a hot spot, potentially causing pre-ignition and knock. The recessed tip of the 5422s draws heat away into the cylinder head faster, keeping the plug safer at high boost levels. So we're not tracking the car or taking it drag racing anytime soon, mainly using it for street driving. So we're going to go with the BR8's 3923s on the right with the projected tip. All right, so we're going to take out the spark plugs right now and put some fresh ones in there. All right, I got the coil on plug system off. I'm going to take out the spark plugs. These things are tight on there. Alright, I got all the plugs out. They don't look too bad, honestly. Some black tooth around the electrode, but the car was idling a bunch, so that could probably explain why. Got the new plugs over here, nice and fresh. About to give them the Gapperoni 2.019. Got my gapping tool over here. Another gapping tool over here. Measure it out to 0.019 to make sure we're on the dot. This tool is really nice. You just put the plug in here. You screw it in like so. Tighten this to get my gap. Alright, I got the last one gap down to 0.019, and I'm going to toss it back in the car. Alright, I got all the plugs in there nice and tight. 2/3 of a turn once they're finger tight, and that should do it. Alright, we're putting the coils back in there. The car's running nicely after the new spark plugs. The car is running really good. It isn't hesitating at all anymore when I'm coming to a stop and just idling, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna do a quick pull over here, see how things go, making sure I hit full boost. And I gotta get my ass to work, so we're gonna do some more pulls tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna do a quick pull and see what's good. Alright guys, we're gonna do some final testing with the car. It's running good. We're gonna take it for a spin right now and see how she's boosting. Alright guys, we're gonna do some final testing on the car. We're gonna do a third gear hit right here. It's not really hitting 30 PSI. Let's see. Fourth gear. Maybe there's a boost leak or a vacuum leak or something, but we're not really hitting 30 PSI. The car's running good, it's boosting good, it's hitting 30 PSI, it's maxing out the gauge, and we came to a stop. It's not dying, so everything is solid. We're gonna head back to the crib and call it a day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.